18 competitors coming out for this practice in cloudy conditions and on a damp track. '69 is Stephen Hagan in a Reynard FF88. 6 is Michael Vergers in a Van Diemen RF92. 40 is Dave Coyne in a Swift SC92F. '46, Martin Pericini again. Martin comes from Inverness. Another shot of 40, Dave Coyne, the 1990 Rampage Formula Ford Festival winner. 50 is Jay Bridger in a Ray GRS 07. He was third fastest in this practice session with a time of 1 minute 10.172, a speed of 84.08. Someone else having a moment there. 40 Dave Coyne again, entered by Suli Racing and VFS Motor Racing Videos.
Since 1990, so we're talking sort of 20 years ago basically. But yeah, it's nice to get back in one. They've changed quite a bit now. The tyres are different, they're nearly slicks. That's what I was on, and I've been driving saloon cars and tin tops for the last year or so. It feels odd to be sitting on the floor again, how it used to be, but in the wet, we really have got quite a good chance of finishing in the sort of top 3 or 4. The dry will probably be a little bit different. The engine that we got in it today is a fresh engine, but it caught fire on Thursday. It had a carburettor leak, and a lot of stuff's gone into the engine. We don't know just quite how much damage it's done, but I'm sure it'll be right. The first heat's coming up. The racing's totally different to practice, so keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best.
So was it slippy out there this morning?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just nearly where you go back to putting the roll bars on. It was probably about 4 or 5 seconds off of a competitive dry time. But around here, with the damp, is going to start coming out the circuit again now. After about 3 o'clock, as it starts to cool down, the damp will come back again, and we'll probably be back to square one where we were when we went out in qualifying this morning.
So what position are you on the grid?
We're 6th on the grid for the heat, which isn't too bad. There's only a couple of tenths between me and the 4th guy, so hopefully racing will be able to make that little bit back up.
Well, I'll give you another interview later on today.
No problem.
After you've won the heat.
That'd be fantastic.
First lap into the complex, it's the poleman Cormac O'Neill in the lead from Michael Vergers. Then it's Jay Bridger, Rob Smith, Oliver White, Jason Cooper, David Quinn, David Coyne, Ed Moore, Simon Hadfield, Stephen Hagan, and the rest of the pack. 75 is John Murphy in a Ray GR08 in 15th. Second lap into the complex for Cormac O'Neill from Michael Vergers. Then it's Jay Bridger, Oliver White, Rob Smith, Dave Coyne up to 6th, Ed Moore, Simon Hatfield. We've lost Jason Cooper. He's out in the shunt of Cops on the end of the first lap. Third lap into Brooklands for Cormac O'Neill. Just a second lead over Michael Vergers. Then it's Jay Bridger, Oliver White, Rob Smith, Dave Coyne and Ed Moore. Here we see Scott Moakes, number 32, and 75 John Murphy. They're 13th and 14th. Fourth lap into the complex for Cormac O'Neill, and Michael Vergers, Jay Bridger and Oliver White. It's Rob Smith, Dave Coyne and Ed Moore, and 8th is Simon Hadfield. Here we see 75 John Murphy again in 14th. Fifth lap into the complex for Cormac O'Neill, from Michael Vergers, Jay Bridger, Oliver White, Rob Smith, Dave Coyne, Ed Moore and Simon Hadfield. Sixth lap, and Cormac O'Neill has pulled out a 2-second lead now over Jay Bridger, Oliver Wright, Rob Smith. Michael Vergers has slipped down to 5th. Here's Michael coming through ahead of David Quinn. David Coyne is now 7th, 8th Ed Moore and 9th Simon Hadfield. So David Quinn on a bit of a charge from 9th up to 6th. And here's the leader, Cormac O'Neill, with a 3-second lead now over Jay Bridger, Oliver White and Rob Smith. Here's Dave Quinn, Michael Vergers, David Coyne, Ed Moore, Simon Hadfield and Bob Higgins. Last lap into the complex for Cormac O'Neill. A good drive this by Cormac. Just 2 seconds clear of Jay Bridger and Oliver White, side by side. Then it's Rob Smith, David Quinn, Michael Vergers and David Coyne. That's the first 7. Then it's Ed Moore, Bob Higgins and Simon Hadfield.
Battle yesterday in your heat with Dave Coyne, Simon.
Yeah, it was a fair privilege. I never thought I'd get to race against Dave Coyne, and I can actually first-hand say how much circuit he uses on the straights. Very impressive.
So you didn't make it to your semi-final direct. You've got to go out in the last chance race, is that right?
That's correct. I was actually slightly quicker on times than Dave, but Dave protected his back and he got straight through to the semi-final. But this is great fun. I'm learning a lot, a bit out of my depth at the moment. But yeah, it's a massive, massive fun. That's what you can say. It is massively good fun.
So is this a bit different from the historic series?
Very much so. I think our cars are a bit softer. They feel quite different. So having to learn new skills, it'll come. Probably not for the next couple of days, but no, it's very enjoyable.
Well, good luck in the last chance race, and I hope you do well in your semi.
Let's hope.
If you get through.
Yes, hope so. Try not to make any mistakes, and we'll see what happens later on.
Thank you for the interview.
No problem. Thank you.